What is up, guys? You guys are now to the first ever episode of our podcast. Mr. Patman, are you thinking of a good name? What was you thinking about our podcast?
I'm thinking podcast unknown. Is
Ah,
what we're going with.
yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
What do you
I
think,
like,
Patty?
Is that vibe. It's mysterious, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know what's
yeah,
going on.
Yeah?
exactly.
I like it. I
Because
like that.
We're not zoning in on one topic every time.
So, podcast unknown.
Absolutely.
I like that. Well, I'm Chatamus.
I'm Patrick. Patman.
And I'm
Listen,
Patty Papa.
We got
that's
Patty
Pop,
Papa.
So we got Patty and Patman going up in here.
Nice. So yes, we have two Patricks. So podcast unknown. We decided to do this podcast because we all have similar interests in video games. So we wanted to do a video game podcast, but we know that we're not going to be doing just podcast about video games. So what did you guys have an interest of doing today in the podcast, Mr. Patman?
We're talking about doing Minecraft, the new update. The three of us have really been getting into Minecraft again lately.
I have definitely spent about every second that I'm not sleeping or at work on Minecraft. So we are currently, I currently made a realm server, and these two have joined in to the realm, and then also played a lot on their own because they seem to enjoy Minecraft as much as I have.
Addicted.
Minecraft is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
it really is.
amazing. We're definitely going to focus on Minecraft here on this podcast, but before we do that, was there anything you guys wanted to jump in on prior to, I guess, the main topic for the first podcast today? Patman?
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. Yeah, you guys have a good day today?
Happy to get this podcast going. Hoping it'll become a regular thing.
Yeah, I definitely want to at least meet, and even if we record it, and just talk about what we think about certain games, about certain life things, straying away from certain topics that we don't want to talk about. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the future of gaming because where we're at right now is pretty awesome. A pretty awesome.
Great place.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I think it would behoove us to play a few more games together as well. Share our relative experiences.
So we're all kind of close in the age group. You guys are a lot younger than me, but you guys have the
Spread
same.
out, actually.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm 20. So.
And I'm an age above both of those, so we're just.
Podcast is now Chad's
Oh,
age.
Chad's age unknown.
Forget Minecraft. What is Chad's age?
Yeah. So right now.
Guess is Chad's age in the comments below.
Yeah, we were definitely open to suggestions on topics. Obviously, keep it somewhat gaming. Like I said, we're not going to name it the gaming podcast because we're going to have massive amount of topics. And if Patty or Patrick say, "Hey, I want to talk about this," and it's not game related, it would be better to say, "Yeah, sure," versus "No, we want to stay completely game oriented." Now we want to be around that.
Submit your ideas in the comments because we will look at those and definitely consider them.
Guys, but I would hope to go live sometime too. Be able
Yeah,
to do that.
definitely
Actually
good.
talk to people.
Good
Yeah,
topic.
absolutely.
We talked about going live. We just want to do this one first, even maybe the second one as a previous recorded on Sunday. Obviously, we're now here Sunday. You guys are watching this Monday, or obviously any day from then. But that's when it's going to be published, is Monday. So, but we really do want to do live. We don't know when. Obviously, we're going to be most likely having other hosts as well because some of us might not be able to be here. We're going to have guests, and it's just going to be, I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but the three of us here are creating this together as we speak, and I'm really excited. So
Absolutely. I think we all are.
So Patty had some technical difficulties there with his camera, so he's still joining us. You guys will see him light up over there. Patty, ready to jump into this Bedrock Nether update?
Yeah,
I
let's
am
talk
indeed.
about
I'm
it.
ready to start going through the first new things about the update was the fact that if you actually don't wear gold armor now when you go into the nether, you'll get attacked.
By certain mobs, that is very true.
Yeah. Instead of, you being able to just go through and any of the any of the pig zombies, which actually they named piglins, I believe now.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Yeah, it is a piglin. Oh my goodness. Well, did you see how many blocks they're adding in? But with it's pretty much a pillager, I guess, mixed with a pigman.
Yeah.
A hoglin. So that's pretty neat.
I remember hearing it's basically like, if I remember correctly, they said they're gonna have like villages in the Nether, and that's what piglins are.
Really? See, I didn't see anything about that yet because I just watched a video really and then pulled up this. I am excited because they haven't had any kind of ore or weapons or armor added since I don't know how long ago, but a long time ago. So I'm excited for that.
Well, and the addition of netherite is really crazy because it's stronger than diamond. But
Yes.
I read on Reddit the other day that it's going to spawn, and I could be wrong about this, but I read that it's going to spawn under the lava lake level.
Oh
So
no.
I don't. How are you even supposed to get to that? Be more difficult to obtain.
Yes, they're making it more of an in-game thing to get. So I think that's great. Let us know in the comments, guys, if you know any more than what we're seeing here about where this is going to spawn. And obviously, you're going to have to use diamond to get it. So you gotta have to have diamond, newest and toughest material in Minecraft. You're gonna love it. Wow.
The thing that I was really thinking about when it came to the netherite was just the fact that in the nether you can't place down water. So it's going to be
Yep.
very interesting to see the best way. I'm sure
Yep.
there's many ways to maybe get around it, I'm sure, but I want to know what the best way is going to be to actually get it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
About the strategy.
Yeah, the one thing that always worried me about the updates was back in the day when there was a new update with the consoles, at least, you had to make a new world before it. Now I listened to it, and it did say that it's going to be in the areas that you have not explored. So some people might have to actually reset their nether, which is possible. So that might be a thing. I mean, obviously our nether in the realm hasn't been explored completely yet, so that's at least a positive for us because we're only in like 6 days or 7 days on the realm. So
Oh, really?
hopefully, yeah. So it's not that far in, but that's. I mean,
Didn't keep count myself.
yeah, it's going pretty well. But I'm just looking at like there's two types of fungi, the crimson and warped. Try using bone meal to grow them. So that's going to be neat. I know there's something that you can include with a fishing rod to, I guess, attract something or even ride something in the future.
Well, I mean, the update's almost like a complete overhaul of the Nether, so I'm really excited to see how the biomes fit in and how they really transform it. Because to my knowledge, the Nether has been almost exactly the same since it
Yep.
started, minus the addition of Nether fortresses.
And the nether fortresses are really hard to get to. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
lucky spawns can be really helpful, but
If you get a good Nether portal, that's great. But otherwise, sometimes you never.
so I think they said how many mobs did they say it was going to be coming out?
I don't even know.
I thought it was around
Or
7 or
see,
8.
1, 2, 3. I only see 3. So right now, what I'm looking at, it says mobs. It just says the piglins, the hoglins, and then the mummified piglins.
They
Dang.
are adding Enderman to the Nether, though. It says
Oh.
here,
Well,
warped forest,
there is some.
Enderman will wander.
Oh, that was the other thing. Okay, so yeah, they're adding Enderman to certain areas only, and they're also adding ghasts, I believe, to only certain areas versus everywhere in the Nether. I do remember hearing something about that. Yeah, that might be nice because, yeah, you just get blown up and you're pretty much dead because they'll just take away the entire ground. That stuff in the Nether, the Netherrack, or whatever they call it, that stuff is literally like cake. Like you just it goes as soon as a grenade hits it or the gas bomb, it just takes it all. So I've fallen in lava too many times. I see a lot of things here that says Minecraft PE. So-
Well, that's interesting.
Soul Sand Valleys.
Oh, I think it says parody, so it's just I think fixes maybe. What'd you say, Valley? What?
Soul Sand Valley.
There you go. That's what it's called.
There will be skeletons there, and open space made mostly of soul sand and soul soil. So.
Yeah, that's a lot of so-sos. And I know they're going to make enchantments for boots, so where you can walk faster, I believe, on the soul sand, because soul sand obviously slows you down. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. There's a lot of combining.
Do they slow down mobs as well? The soul sand?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because that could give you a serious advantage whenever you're having to navigate around that area.
Yeah, and it's going to help out a lot in like PvP or in maybe like making a base. You can have soul sand around it, to where when they're getting on the soul sand, they get slowed down, and it gives you more time to shoot at them with arrows or throw a trident at them and stuff like that. So that'd be kind of cool. I mean, with this update being as big as it is, it's going to change Minecraft again, like to the better. Because every time they add something like this big, it just the game itself just gets more and more fun, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, because I remember I used to play Minecraft when I was a kid, and just now hopping on like a week ago now, it just, I don't know, the experience, I can already tell it's so much different. They've added so much stuff. Like, I feel like I'm learning the game all over
The
again,
options
honestly.
are limitless. It used
Yes.
to be. I remember I liked Minecraft even when it was really limited. You could only do a few things, but they have really, really evolved the game in the course of its lifetime. More than I think a lot of other games do that are of a similar genre. I mean, it's almost a whole different experience than
Yep.
it was.
Well, you said you remember playing
Yes.
Minecraft as a kid. I remember playing Minecraft when it first came out as an adult, and it was really fun. And now, continuing to play it as an even older adult, I really love it.
Comment, Chad. Yes,
Yeah.
the comments below, please.
Exactly. Your best get. This is going to be really horrible. Because with the quarantine, I have gained a lot of weight, so I look even older than I should. Sad face. So, yeah, I mean, maybe.
About the same.
Damn. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, I guess. I mean, depends on what age you're thinking, but yeah, I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, what do you guys? We'll try to get off this topic here. Patman, what are you looking forward to the most about the newest update of the Bedrock Nether update?
For sure, Netherite. Only
Okay.
because I have always, my favorite part of Minecraft has always been getting diamond. I don't know what it is, but finding diamond and then getting diamond like armor and having everything that blue color,
Yeah.
it just feels so elite.
Yeah.
Something about it feels so
Well,
elite. That's
and
always been a thing for me.
There's so many in-game items that you need, like the enchantment table that takes a diamond, and I guess not the ender chest, but you have to have diamond to mine obsidian. So like, there's so many. You have to have diamond to basically make a nether portal. I mean, you don't. You can find ways around it with lava and water buckets, but that's mainly like, if you don't have diamond, you can't keep going in the game. So I understand that completely.
And there's so many nice benefits to Netherite. My excitement for that is not just the better equipment, but the applications. You know, every time we use diamond, you use it to make an enchanting table. I'm curious what they'll do with Netherite. What will you use it for besides just a better pickaxe and a better sword? How will they expand? Because every time they overhaul like this and add new materials and new stuff, the question then becomes, how else can I use it? That's the best part of Minecraft to me.
Yeah.
Is the creativity aspect.
What about you?
Plus, it doesn't burn in lava.
True.
Yeah.
What about you, Papa Patty?
Well, honestly, the biomes, personally, I've always been the exploring kind of sort, and I'm excited to see something else other than the boring, nether. I'm excited to really see these the Crimson Forest. Like, I just want to know what it's gonna look like. I'm just like, my mind is going crazy with it, like ideas.
There is videos that I would definitely say, instead of watching the videos like I'm trying to do, just like when it comes out, just try to see everything for the first time in the game, because that's what I like doing. I listen to the videos to hear about it, but I try not to see the videos because, I mean, like the aquatic update, there's so many things that you just, even watching the video doesn't show it, like how amazing the aquatic update was and everything that was in the ocean. It just was it was a game-changing update. But what
I also think that applies to other games besides just Minecraft, to kind of steer off topic a little. I think that like any kind of game that comes out with new content or some sort of big update like that, I think it comes out best if you just wait until you actually play it, because then it's fresh.
Yeah. Well, it's
like
so
easy to find thumbnails and YouTube videos of whatever.
Yeah.
Just wait.
And that's not to get up too off topic, but like movies, like movie trailers nowadays compared to what they used to be, like you literally see everything about the movie now in the trailer. So when you go see the movie, you've already seen all the highlights of that movie, and it's just it's pointless now. Like the trailers shouldn't be about everything. Like when somebody dies now because you watch the trailer. Like I mean, they don't show it, but they literally like, here's the person, and then in the next 5 scenes, the main character was there. He's no longer there. Oh, obviously, he must have died, because why wouldn't he be in that part of the trailer? Like, come on! But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I don't like the spoilers of trailers or watching somebody that's played, like the snapshot is out for Bedrock on PC. It's not out in beta for us.
The beta's on PC, so like you could just go in there and check it all out, but I don't want to spoil it for myself.
Yeah, I want to experience it like in the realm, which I wanted to shout out, guys. I am doing a Bedrock realm. These two have joined with lots of other people, so if you guys are interested, just obviously in the comments, let us know, and we'll go forward from there. It has been full, so there is kind of a waiting list, but not to worry. But it's been a lot of fun, so that is there for if you guys ever want to join us and go on adventures. So
the realm, it's been a lot of fun. What kind of games have you been playing lately outside of Minecraft? You guys been doing anything interesting?
Valorant.
I've tried some Valorant.
A lot of that.
Yeah, I tried some Valorant.
I'm new to this Valorant thing. What platform is on? What exactly are you playing?
Riot Games.
What is it?
Okay, it's like the idea. Do you know what CS:GO is?
Of course.
Okay, well then, you know what Overwatch is?
Yes.
Okay, basically take those 2 games and they had a love child, and that's Valorant.
Melded. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an interesting concept. And it's from Riot Games, so that seems kind of right up their alley.
Yeah,
Yes.
honestly, yes. I mean, I think they've done a good job. I do think that there's some kinks in the game that I mean, honestly, I'm not a professional CS:GO player or anything, so I can't, be the expert on what they need to do, but I do feel like they need some changes when it comes to like the abilities on how they're used, not necessarily in the game, like cooldown rates or the pricing rates on them. I feel like they're just almost a little too OP.
Gotcha. Okay, so almost like there's no skill cap, like it's too easy to be good because everything's OP.
I'm not saying that. I feel like there's too many variables in the game. Is maybe the word for it.
Okay, I see you. Now I see what you're saying. I personally, Riot Games, they made League of Legends, right? Am I crazy?
No, you're not.
That's exactly right.
That is I think one of the same issues I had with League of Legends is there's too many variables in the game for me to keep track of. I was never big into MOBAs, but I liked Heroes of the Storm, which fault me if you want, but that was like my jam because it was simpler for me and it was a little bit less going on at once, a little less. I guess variables is a good way to put it. There weren't as many variables.
I agree. I played a mobile MOBA, and I enjoyed it more than I did League of Legends. I don't remember the name of the game, but it was a lot faster. It was a lot easier. It wasn't so in depth on your stack. Like, it didn't focus heavily on how you stack, how you get your, I guess, what do they call those? Your special, when you buy your special items and stuff, it didn't heavily use those. Like, that wasn't part of the game. It was there, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, and that's not to say League of Legends did it the wrong way, because
No.
obviously they've had a successful formula for the.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't just jump into League of Legends and be good.
Exactly.
That's
That was my issue with this game. Is
Yeah,
that it's not the getting good part. Everybody has to get good. It was more the, like, jumping into it's kind of hard. There's a lot
Yes.
going on, there's a lot of
for sure.
nuance.
A
to that
learning
game that
curve.
Most people don't exactly that.
Yeah.
Most people don't know about.
Yeah, and that was
the
my
learning
biggest
curve of
thing.
League definitely it kicked my butt because I'm actually a League player myself, and I remember when I first got in that game, one of my friends that got me into it, he would not play with me because he was like, "Well, you don't really know how to play the game, and if you don't know how to play the game, I don't want to play with you."
I don't know.
That's
In my experience, League of Legends has one of the most toxic communities ever.
Oh, that goes for a lot of those what do they call those competitive games have
Competitive
they're
yeah.
they are definitely it's got a good following. I mean, it's one of the biggest games in the world, but like I said, like I jumped into it towards this last year or so, and I tried to play it with my friends who have been playing it since the beginning, and it's not that kind of game. Whereas like Minecraft, yeah, I might know how to do stuff that some people don't, but I can just teach you and then you know. There's not like a huge learning curve to doing stuff like that. Where like Call of Duty, you get a gun and you shoot. You tell somebody, okay, you should probably try this gun because this gun has a higher range of sight, etc., etc.
Right.
That's a lot different than use the boots of wishing because they make you go faster or whatever. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know
that's
anything
pretty
about
I'm
League
pretty
of
sure
Legends.
That's a real League of Legends.
No, it's not. They call it Mobies. We're just
God. Oh dang! Let's not go too in depth on what those are.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of bad when you know like most of the item names by heart. Like,
No, you're right. That's how you know you're committed. But those games take
Yeah.
that. Like, I played StarCraft 2 competitively years ago and
that's awesome.
that game had a toxic community. I played Rocket League competitively for a very long time. That game had a toxic community. I think there's a connection between competitiveness and toxicity in terms of gaming. But then what would you expect? People get aggravated when they're trying to get good and they lose either because they're angry or someone else is bad. Just sucks.
Or just like the other player's better than you and you can't handle it.
Also true. Also true. I tried playing Halo with Chad. Dude, Chad rages. Chad rages. Chad rages on some Master Chief Collection. I've never seen it like I've seen it there.
Nah, see, that's something I wanna see myself. I wanna know what that's about.
Do you have Halo, Patty?
I do not have Halo.
You
at
should
least-
totally get into it.
Well, I mean, I've played the game. Halo is
Right.
definitely like it is on my top 10 list of some of my favorite games. But
It's
I don't
definitely
have
in
it on
my
my
top 10
PC.
as well. Yeah.
just because I switched from console to PC and I've never gone back. And
Right.
I've had a PC for 5 years now. So
Well, I will tell you, Master Chief Collection's on PC. So yeah, it is on
will-
PC. I don't know. I
Understood.
think Chad plays on PC with me. I'm pretty.
Well, is it
I don't-
cross-platform?
I don't actually know. I'm gonna look it up because I don't remember.
Chad, are you there? Would you like to comment on what he's Patman's talking about? You raging?
Oh, I rage. It depends on the game. What game were we talking about? Sorry, I've been
Halo
AFK for a
Master
second.
Collection, Chad.
Oh, that's such a fun game. Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, sort of. I guess that's what you would call it, spaced out. No, it's a great game. I played it like hardcore when I was growing up. As I was still, I guess I was adult, but as I was an adult in the very beginning, I played Halo 1 through, and I was really good. So, I mean, towards the end of us playing it, like, a couple weeks ago, I was actually doing really well. So, it's just, it's like riding a bike, I guess I wasn't say wearing shoes. It's like wearing shoes, guys. You just put them right back on and you can walk. No,
right.
It's like riding a bike. I mean,
Exactly.
it took me a little bit to play with a controller because I haven't really played anything with a controller. But the game itself is just amazing. And I'm pretty sure Patrick brought up the fact that between 3 and 4, there's a big difference between the two.
There is a difference. There's a major jump, and I feel like there's also a major jump between 4 and 5, but 5's not on Master Chief Collection, so
5 is also a disappointment, but we won't talk about that.
we aren't going to talk about that because it is not a disappointment. Don't at me. Do not start, Patty.
Yeah,
It's
we
not that
won't talk
bad.
about it. This could
We're
be
not
for
gonna-
another. It'll be for another podcast.
Halo will be our topic for next week.
Yes, I'm loving
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, for our listeners, next week we will be talking about Halo and the
And we'll
Master
have a
Chief
debate.
Collection.
We will have a debate
Yes,
between the
we'll
patties.
have a debate between the patties about why Halo 5 did or did not suck.
Yep.
For all you Halo fans out there, that's where we'll be going with next week's episode. But on the original topic of Minecraft, I actually have really enjoyed lately building homes. I know that sounds really plain, but that's like my favorite thing to do in the game by far. Is to
What do you
just
mean
make.
by building homes? Do you
So
mean like because I know in the realm, if any of our listeners have been there, near spawn, obviously you go out and we have a bit of a village already. Do you mean like just adding home for other players to like make the village look bigger, or
Yeah.
do you mean like
Building-
you're a contractor and you help other people build their homes?
I
You know what I mean?
actually, yeah, I know what you mean. I just like building homes. I don't care if I'm building the home for me. I like the design aspect, especially when like I went into the realm the other day and like seeing how unique everybody's home is, what you build it out of, how you lay it out. It's all so different, and I like
Mhm.
that. Maybe that's because I don't know. This might be because I grew up in the suburbs, but it feels really different from real life. Real life seems to be all buildings kind of start to look the same.
No.
At least
That's
100%,
very
at
true.
least for me. Yeah.
Are we talking
Houses
about
are the
Minecraft still?
same. We're still talking
Yeah.
about Minecraft.
Okay, I thought we did a circle there. Sorry, I had to walk away.
Talking about the building of bases or homes. As
Yeah.
people call
Yes.
I was calling them homes, but bases, same thing. Like the layouts can be so unique, and I really enjoy that. My favorite part, like of anything in the game, is to just build stuff. And honestly, I just love the design, the layout. I mean, it's wonderful the way you can change how each individual house looks. People find creative ways to build fireplaces and tables, and like I once built a Subway restaurant. I thought that was
Oh,
really,
nice.
like, I mean, it looked
Awesome.
ridiculous, but the fact that you can do that and hang lamps and really make it look cool,
Yeah,
that's the part I love most about
the
these.
customizability in Minecraft is
Yes.
unlimited, and with
And-
new blocks every like couple months, it's awesome.
And the fact that like it's not even just you doing it, especially when it comes to us being on PC, and I mean not just PC, of course, console, anything, but the online aspect that you can share with your friends. Like the fact that like whenever I get done with the base, or one of my other friends get done with the base. Obviously, one of the first things you want to do is be like, "Yo, I want you to come over. Like, check this out. Like, see what I just did." You know?
Yeah.
The sharing and the fact that like it'll give you new ideas, new creative,
Mm-hmm.
Outlook, perspective, to your next space.
Yeah, the fulfillment of like, especially I like only play survival. Like, survival and hard mode is all I like doing. Like, I've been in easy and medium for people that have like no experience that die all the time. That's understandable, but I love survival hard because everything that you do in survival, you mined all those blocks. You spent all that time getting all of that stuff to build your house or your base. And I don't know if we talked about the PvP versus non-PvP, whereas a house feels like in non-PvP, it feels like a house, like because you don't have to worry about somebody coming in and destroying it or trying to kill you and steal all your stuff. Whereas bases, you want to make them more secure. You use obsidian, and the only way they can really get in is by TNT, etc., etc. I don't know if we talked about that off or on, but yeah, I
haven't
love
done-
that.
I haven't really done any PvP myself on
Neither
Minecraft.
have I. Neither have I.
I
So I
haven't.
don't really know how that works.
I haven't really either. I mean, the thing they call is factions on Minecraft, that's the PvP side, where literally, like, you claim land, and the way people get into your base is by making TNT cannons, and they have to shoot your base with the TNT cannons. Like, there's so many aspects to Minecraft. Like, we're just basically talking about playing a survival world together and having fun. There's just so many other things that are involved in Minecraft, like all these servers that you can get on, like Hypixel and on the Hive, and I know there's 5 on Bedrock right now. So there's just so many mini games that you can do, or Bed Wars, which I've only played a few Bed Wars, but everybody loves Bed Wars. Have you guys played that before?
I have
Bed
not.
Wars? I have not played that.
Bed
Never heard of it
Wars,
either.
I've only played a few, so I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I do know you have a bed, and you're on an island, and money, basically gold and iron, drops down, and you can buy stuff from a villager. And I think sheep's wool is like the first thing you buy, and you're supposed to protect your island and your bed. If you die and you still have a bed, you respawn. But if your bed is gone, you die and the game's over for you. And then the last person on your team dies, your team's out of it. And it's basically last person alive wins. So I guess technically it's a battle royale.
Battle Royale.
But, so that's what Bed Wars is. Now, it is really fun, but it can be really hard, too.
I believe it. It's not. It kind of. It just reminds me, just because I played the game a lot, and I definitely have an understanding of that one. Is Rust. It just makes me think of Rust.
Yes.
Oh, it does feel very Rust. Absolutely.
Yeah, because it has the same kind of idea to it. Obviously, there's no guns in Minecraft.
Well, I mean, there's no guns in Bedrock Minecraft.
Yeah. I mean, there's mods.
Modded, yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
So that's
Like,
very
only
true.
in basic Minecraft,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I've
bow and
always-
arrows
Yeah. I mean, that takes more skill if you think about it.
for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Well, yeah, and there's arrows, and there's everything in Bed Wars that you can think of, but it's time sensitive because people have to build over to your base, and you have to build over to their base, and then there's like diamonds and stuff falling, like a generator that spawns diamonds and emeralds, which you use to buy better stuff for your island. So it's strategical whether you want to go and destroy them or protect your island, and you can have, I think, up to 2 or 3 players. So one player could be building his base while the other one goes out and tries to attack somebody else's, or you could both work together. I actually recently played it on stream a couple days ago. Somebody wanted me to play with them. I went in, and I didn't want to play Bed Wars. I'm not a big fan, just because I haven't played much of it, so I'm not good at it. But I ended up, somebody tried to build over to ours and fell. And I jumped onto his build, went over and killed him, destroyed his bed, and then got some diamond, and then for some reason why the guy that I joined the game with decided to leave. So I didn't get to finish that. But basically, I already one-upped everybody. Like, I got diamond, I already took out a whole team. So, and once your bed's gone, you can't build another one. So,
Right.
but yeah, that's just one of the millions of games. Yeah.
When it comes to like the drop rate of diamonds and emeralds and all the other things, is it then better because you played it once or twice? I haven't, obviously. Is it better than if you actually just take those diamonds that it generates, make armor and stuff, or is it better that
You
buy
can't.
stuff because
You technically
like-
can't make anything, I believe. You can buy
Oh, so
anything.
it's only buying? You can
Yeah,
only
I might have
buy
said that
versus-
wrong. Yeah. There's no crafting table. I don't believe.
Oh,
I've never
okay, yeah,
gotten
see,
that
that's-
far, though, either. But I believe you have to buy
Yeah.
everything.
That was my main question, just because like I see you tell me you drop diamonds and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, do you use those diamonds to create stuff, or
Yeah,
is it just like currency?
Yeah, I think it's only currency. See how much I haven't played it, because I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you can't build stuff, because that would kind of, alleviate. Or there's no wood, so you wouldn't be able to build anyways. That might be the way they get around doing that. You need wood to pretty much build anything, except for armor, but you need wood to make a crafting table. So yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, we should definitely try it sometime. I talked about, and I posted on the feed for the Realm doing mini games this weekend, but I don't think anybody has paid attention to the feed. So I seen it seems to be there's a lot of young kids on my Realm too. So Yeah.
Usually the younger people like Minecraft as well, just because it's one of those games that is, easy for everyone. So obviously, when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to, people being able to play it, kids are going to be
Yep.
more likely.
Yep.
Oh, for
I
sure.
agree. I
It's kid
agree.
friendly.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, a given. I mean, they I don't know if that's what they derived, and because there is the education edition or whatever now. So I don't know if they originally planned on it being just for kids. I mean, look at Roblox. I mean, it's a younger generation game too, but it's not just kids that play,
Terraria.
which makes Terraria. That's a lot harder though. I feel like have
That's
you guys
true.
played Terraria? Terraria?
I have
I've
not.
played a little, just a
Oh,
little though.
it's
My brother's
very
really into
hard.
it.
It's a very hard game. Like it is not
The
like
only
this.
the only thing I couldn't get into it when it came to Terraria was the 2D aspect of it. Is the fact that
Eh,
like it was just like left, right, up, down, and that was about it. Do you know what I mean?
hmm I liked Lemmings. It's an old game back when I was a kid. That was a 2D, obviously, because that's kind of what we had back then. But Earthworm Jim was a 2D, kind of the same way. Or I think it's Earthworms, not Earthworm Jim, or something like that. No, it was Armageddon.
Hashtag colors,
Wormageddon.
Chad.
Wormageddon. You guys ever play Wormageddon? You know what?
Warmageddon?
Warmageddon with
Earthworm
worms.
Jim.
It was the worms that like you tried to shoot each other and make them fall
Oh
down the
yeah,
earth.
yes.
Okay, so
Mhm.
that's another TD platformer. So it kind of reminds me of those kind of games, but in a Minecraft aspect. So and they're definitely not. I mean, they're in competition, but they both shout each other out. Like they don't dislike each other. The Terraria and Minecraft. Because I know in the very beginning, people are like, "Oh, they stole the Minecraft concept." Blah blah. It's like, no. I mean, what were we talking about like the other day at work? What was the game that Minecraft was derived from, or the idea? Was it like Stardew Valley's Harvest Moon or something?
Farmville.
I don't know,
Farmville.
something from well, no, not Farmville because that's not that old. I think it's something from like the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I know there was originally a game that was like very like this that they got accused of stealing from in the very beginning, but I mean, there's not. The concepts of games are always very similar to one another. Like
Yeah.
every shooting game is like another shooting game. Yeah, you
Well,
just have to.
that's the thing I don't like though, is the fact that when it comes to putting out games, I mean, we were talking about Valorant and how when I explained it, I had to basically compare it to other games. Like that's one thing that I feel like it almost kind of like stereotypes or puts it in a category. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, I mean, it is in a category. It's like it is CS:GO. Like it's a newer CS:GO. I mean, it's got magics in it, which makes it not like CS:GO. But at the same time, you're in a 5-man squad going to attack or defend your area. And that is pretty much in all video games now. I mean, Siege has that
Yeah.
aspect. You can play that in Call of Duty. You can play that in Capture the Flag and Halo. So it's not like they're stealing from each other. It's just that's just a thing of war, and it
Yeah.
all spawns from something that none of us were around for in the first place. Like when the wars were going on, not to get too political, but it was this person's going after this and they want that and they're going to attack for it. This person already has this and they're defending for it. So hence the creation of these video games. You're trying to take the allies base and the ally or the not allies, the whatever they call them, the bad guys base, and the bad guys are trying to defend their base. I like the one respawn aspect of those games. That is one thing I
Yes.
do like. I like multiplayer or hardcore team deathmatch. There you go. I like team deathmatch in a sense, but some of those can be really long.
Yeah.
Or if you're really
Sometimes
good,
you feel like you're getting cheesed.
yeah. Well, if you're really good, how many times do you have to kill somebody before you win? Like, I don't want to have to
A
kill
lot.
you 25 times just to finish the game. I think Valorant for me, since I'm not a CS:GO player, I feel like Valorant has that for me. I don't like 16 rounds or 13 rounds. That is one thing I don't like about it. And that's why I'd rather just go play, I don't know, a Battle Royale or something. Or Minecraft. But, yeah, and I don't know if you
Something
knew
like
that.
CS:GO.
I don't know if you knew that, Patman. That aspect of games have, like, this player must get to 13, this team must get to 13 before that team does. And that's what the basis of those games are.
Gotcha.
And it can be a really long, like my first match was like almost an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And it
those
was-
games can keep going. I know that about.
Yeah.
I remember that we would play Heroes of the Storm, me and my friends, and
Oh,
even
yeah.
a game like that where you level as a team, it can just keep going. There's
Yep.
no
Especially-
way for it to, because if you just keep going back and forth and no one ever completes the objective, they can last for an hour and a half.
Oh my god. We experienced that on Halo. Like, the whole point of the game, and I know Call of Duty is really bad at this, the whole point of the game is to capture an objective. But yet people will just stay there and just kill each other. And nothing's going to happen until they do that one thing they're supposed to do. But yeah, I understand. Oh, mending. I just got a mending book.
I wonder, does Minecraft have like a capture the flag as well?
Yes, they do.
They do?
They have a Hunger Games. They have a hide and seek.
Do they
Oh,
have
dude,
like a role
like-
playing as well?
Yes, there is so many things in the world of Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's unending, and I mean, a lot of people haven't experienced that. They do what I do, and they just kind of collect stuff, they build stuff, and just have fun with friends. But they're like, that was what, like I said, we were supposed to do this weekend. Is I was gonna try to get everybody to come play some mini games, as they call them, and show people that don't even know that it exists on the Bedrock side how that is, because it just recently came to Bedrock, like within the last couple updates.
Oh, really? I did not. Well, I remember like my first experience of the Bedrock Edition was literally just on my phone.
Oh, wow.
And obviously, just because of the fact, personally, mobile games is not like my favorite thing to do. It wasn't as enjoyable.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you do know that the Minecraft Pocket Edition is different than the Bedrock Edition, right?
oh, yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I know Eric, when he was trying to get it, he seen that there was two different versions there. And the Minecraft PE Edition, I believe, has different stuff than what all the others have. Like, they have some of the same stuff, but they have stuff that we don't have. And I know they're a lot faster to get servers versus Xbox and PlayStation. Which, I guess PlayStation still hasn't got their servers going yet. Like Realms. I don't know. Somebody on stream came in and said, I have a PlayStation 4 and it doesn't work yet. They promised us 6 months ago. I don't know how factual this is, but we have never gotten it. And I'm just like, ugh! Because I've been shouting
I
out.
didn't know anything about that, but that
I didn't either. I can look it up, actually. It's probably a good thing to do, because I've been shouting it out in stream almost every day. Like, PS4!
It's your stuff.
Well, no, I've been shouting out people that are on PS4 can come join. But that means I've probably been lying to them.
Ooh,
without even knowing it.
yeah.
But I don't really. I guess that could technically be on you, but I don't see how it could be since there's no way for you.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't... With Minecraft's released teaser entitled Better Together, the Bedrock edition of the game can now turn on full crossplay support across gaming devices.
It could always
it-
be an issue with that console.
Oh, and I just did Bedrock. I didn't do Realms. I don't think Realms is there. I think they can play together, cross-platform, but you have to be in a specific world. Is there a release date for Realms on PS4 Bedrock Edition? Here we go. It is March 12th, 2020, and we still don't have Realms. So yeah, they do not have it yet. So that rip PlayStation.
Dang.
Man, honest, not to hate on any console players, but like that's kind of why I didn't like consoles, was just because one of the things when it comes to having a PC and everything is you get the release before most people. Like you get the beta, you just get you get the first experience.
You say that, but I think PlayStation has gotten most of the exclusives, like Red Dead. We still don't have Red Dead on
yeah, they do still
PC.
they have exclusive. Yes, they do. There's
Oh, did we finally get Red Dead?
Here I will double check for you. I was
I'm
pretty sure
I
saw
think
on the
so.
Steam
Got
store.
Red Dead.
I think you're right. I
thought
think
I saw on
PC
the
did
Steam
finally
store.
get it, which I don't even care anymore. I wanted it in the
Yep.
beginning.
You do. You can.
Yeah.
$48.
Jeez. But yeah, I mean, I wanted Red Dead like what 8 months ago when it first came out, and now I'm just like, eh. So,
Yeah.
but
Agreed.
yeah, that stinks for PlayStation 4. But yeah, I kind of agree with you that once I got a PC, obviously I PC is my main system, but console is just so much easier. It's simplistic. Like I don't have to come here and I don't have to load up everything and sign into a million things, especially for streaming. I don't have to go here and there. I don't have to pull up Discord. Like literally you press play and you're starting your game like on consoles. That is one thing that I wish you could do with PC. It just seems like there's so many things you have to go through just to get on PC. But you have more of a library on PC as well.
Plus, it's
Pros
more
and cons,
expensive.
I would say.
Correct, yes. And it's way more expensive. Like you can for the price of my PC, you can buy 5 Xbox Ones.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
that's
has
the
been my
biggest
take
problem.
many times.
Yeah, then I was in the same boat like 3 years ago. Like I wanted a PC so bad, but I couldn't what's the words? Well, no, I could afford it, but the problem is I couldn't something brain dead here. I couldn't warrant spending $3,000 on a PC. Like why? Like I can do the same thing on my Xbox. The reason why I got a PC is because I wanted to start playing higher end games and I wanted to start streaming higher end content. Like I did Xbox for a long time. I did my phone for the first couple years of streaming, and I wanted something better. I was starting to get a bigger audience, and I wanted something that I could edit. I wanted to be able to put my name in the stream. I wanted to see chat, not on my phone. So I think it's just like a step ladder or staircase. You have to work your way up, and I think consoles is the best place for most people, honestly. But you're not going to be able to play Rust on your consoles ever. It's not a game. You're not going to be able to play a lot of games that you can play
There are a lot
on
of games
PC.
that only run on PC.
Well,
But
and
you
I,
also have to be able to spend the money to afford
yes, correct. Like, look at modded adventures, like for Minecraft. Like, I'm sure you can put mods on consoles now that it's 2020, but most mods that I have played on PC, my PC can barely run them. So you're gonna have like minimalistic mods on consoles, and I don't know how about the new systems are gonna be, but we can always talk about that on the next podcast or something. Of the new PS7 and Xbox 1000 or something, whatever they're gonna come up with next, because I know those things are coming up soon. What do you
Well,
guys
and I don't know if
think?
you caught it earlier, Chad, but we were thinking about talking about Halo for our next podcast. As
Yes.
a good next step.
Well, but the Patricks are definitely going to have a debate on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're
Wait,
gonna have
what
a
was your
debate
guys'
about Halo
debate? What did I
5,
miss?
whether it's worth, shall we say, its title or not.
I do remember hearing something about this, not from you guys, but somebody that was caught between crossfire there. I think the multiplayer aspect versus the gameplay itself, like the actual story, I think would be a big.
Campaign side, the multiplayer
Yeah.
side.
I think those are two different
Yeah.
topics. Like, yes, there's Halo 5, but I think there's Halo 5 multiplayer and there's Halo 5 the campaign as well. I've never played either one, so I wasn't really interested in Halo at the time that it came out.
What were you
So-
playing, then? You
When
know?
Halo 5 came out? What year was that?
2013, circa 2013. That's when.
2013, I was playing Minecraft and Rust.
Rust, yes. I remember. Were we playing Rust together at that point?
Unless
not
we didn't know each
2013.
other. Yeah, unless we didn't know each other. I don't think we've ever actually played Rust together, unfortunately. Yeah, not yet. And then Rust just came out with a huge update too. So, but did you guys want to talk about? So basically, you guys wanted to bring back some Halo into the next podcast, and maybe possibly talk about the future of consoles for podcast number 2, because I know that's going to be a huge topic coming into. We're in this middle of the year almost, and those things are right around the corner. I don't know how bad the social distancing distancing is going to affect that. As of right now, I didn't see anything that's postponing those, and I'm sure they're both not going to postpone because you're still in a war with each other. I know Nintendo has something on the back burner. Somebody had just mentioned in a tweet, so hopefully Nintendo's got something in the works, because I'm a huge Nintendo fan. Like, Nintendo, I'll buy Nintendo over any system, but we'll see. Patty, what else do you want, or Patman, what else do you want to jump in on for the wrap up here?
Honestly, just a reminder: the next week episode will be about Halo and talking about the future of consoles. Especially since this week we touched on Minecraft, I feel like we ought to touch on ray tracing next week and see how the future of consoles relates to Minecraft as a whole.
Yes, yeah, and I know ray tracing is very early. Well, it's up and coming, but it's very early stages, so there's been a lot of backlash on the way things look.
Yes. Yeah, I like how it looks, but there's backlash on the ability to run as well.
Yes. What about you, Patty? What do you want to wrap up with?
If we're gonna be talking about obviously new consoles and stuff, I believe next week we should also maybe touch up on the Unreal Engine 5. I don't know if you guys know about that tech demo that came out.
I seen something about the Unreal Engine.
I will read up on it over the next week.
For sure. We got some research we can definitely do.
Hopefully next week as well, maybe we'll be able to see your screen, Chad. Maybe we can all watch that trailer together.
Oh yeah, well yeah, definitely. We can easily do that in Discord for sure. That's no problem. My only issue is the camera. I would have to pretty much turn all my lights off to have my camera work on Discord, which is not the funnest. But yeah, we'll definitely look into the trailers and stuff. It's hard to show those kind of things. We'll have to preview it and make sure the music and everything, but yeah, that's behind the scenes type stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to your guys' Halo debate on Halo 5. I know the cross-platform was supposed to be here for Halo a while back on PC, but that never happened, so we were stuck playing on Xbox together, which I have no problem with, but I would be a lot more comfortable on mouse and keyboard. But yeah, Minecraft. But yeah, Minecraft definitely is going to be a topic that we come to a few times over the next couple of podcasts. But definitely when the update comes out, I would like to get back around the podcast here and chat what we feel on the new update once it came out and played it a few times. See how we actually feel once it's actually out, because that'd be really cool. I can't wait. Honestly. And then I know future podcast, I'd like to introduce you guys into the Hytel, but that's the future. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything that we might have gotten wrong or something, or if you guys want to join the debate on the Halo 5 between Patty and Patty for next week, guys, throw those down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about the Halo 5. Also, what you guys think about the new Bedrock coming to Minecraft and the console wars for sure. Because
don't forget to guess Chad's age.
Oh God, thanks.
Closest person gets a shout out in next week's episode.
Chad's age unknown. So, speaking about shout outs, do you guys have? Do you guys have a Twitter or Instagram or anything that you guys want me to throw into the description? You guys want to shout out right now on the podcast video? Patman?
I do not.
You do not? Get on that. Patty?
Well, my name's Patty Papa. I'm still getting set up, and I hope you all have a good week.
Nice. Definitely. So, and we're definitely going to be working on was it Podcast Unknown, right?
Podcast Unknown.
Looking into making a Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that, so you guys can follow us there and keep up with us on future topics and previous topics for sure. So, thank you guys so much, Patman, Patty, guys. Thanks for
listening. Definitely check us out. Comment below, like and subscribe to Chad's channel, of course. Shout out to Chadamus Productions for helping us kickstart this.
Heck yeah, man. It's going to be, we're ready for this ride for sure. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much out there. yeah, that's pretty much
If
it.
you like what you hear, tune in next week for more content.
Yes, definitely. And if you guys have any suggestions for the future podcasts, let us know in the comments. And yeah, signing off.